Right, 1981 Polaris Cutlass 440 SS. Um, this is a first for me, kind of. I'm never really done anything with small engines. As you guys already knew, I did restore the Agway lawnmower, the tractor, a little bit. Didn't really need to restore it though. I mean, it did a paint job on it, got some tires for it. That was really it. Wasn't really a restoration job. This, however, also not really totally going to be a restoration job. Um, Picked this up for $300. Me and my dad went halves on it, or are gonna go halves on it. I got to buy some more parts for it personally myself, but it's mint for the most part. It does have some running problems right now. We're gonna have to get that figured out. It runs. We turned it on. We got it out in the driveway, full throttled it through the our yard. It was running good, and then we got stuck. And as soon as we got stuck, she stalled out. So, it's just one of those things, man, where we're gonna have to figure it out. She fires up, stalls out, bogs down. Guy we got it from said it was sitting for a long time. Might be some old gas in it, so we got to figure that one out and drain all the gas out of it, clean the carburetors, which even my dad doesn't even know how to. Well, he knows how to, has an idea how to do it. I have no idea how to do it, but we're gonna learn together for sure, and it's gonna be a good learning experience for both of us. What we're gonna do with this here sled is drag race it. Actually, it's gonna be going to. And the reason why we're drag racing it and not over racing it is because of the fact that it has a dual carburetor setup, which is not factory for this sled. So what we're going to do is just drag race it. I believe I can get away with drag racing it with a dual setup in it. If I can't, then we'll have to convert it back to a regular single carburetor. But hopefully we don't have to do that, because that's like taking a car that has a V8 engine in it and then putting a V6 engine in a car that should have a V8 engine in it. So it's kind of weird. But that's off. Let's see if this one's off. Okay. Oh, stupid pins. Hold on. Oh, this one's stuck too. Okay. There we go. Mint. So she does look clean for sure. She's definitely a clean looking sled. Everything in here looks pretty decent. Nothing is hacked up like the usual sleds we have seen. It looks pretty good. It's kind of dark, but it looks pretty good. We checked the spark plugs. They look fine. We're definitely going to have to put new spark plugs in here, though, just because they were probably sitting for a while. Do need to... We've never seen this before, this thing right here. Instead of a choke, it just pumps gas into it. Never seen that before. Well, my dad hasn't seen it, and I haven't seen it. Not much of a snowmobile dude. But we're going to do it up. Now, this build, or somewhat of a build, we're going to keep this hood as long as we can. This is going to be the factory, this is the factory hood. I have another hood downstairs that we're going to get to in a second. But this is the factory hood, or going to be the factory hood, because I do plan on taking this to shows as well. Like old snowmobile shows. Plan on taking it to that. But, as of right now, we're going to need to put a windshield on it, and we're going to need to touch up some paint jobs. Well, I don't know if it can touch it up, because I don't want to really affect the originalness of the paint. Maybe we can get some wax or something like that and wax it up or something like that. But missing the Polaris thing that's on the other hood downstairs. Missing this guard right here. There's a plastic guard that's on the other hood downstairs. So hopefully I can get these two things off, and I can put them on this factory hood, so that way it's more original. But today, we do not have time to clean the carburetor or stuff like that, or the parts, or anything like that. So we can't do that today. I am going to film that whole thing. Today we're going to go downstairs, look at the other hood that's going to be my racing hood that I'm going to put on this thing for racing. So we're gonna get right to that. For all my derby guys out there, the Camry is ready. It's gonna be starting to work on that for the demolition derby. Got the bumper here, a new bumper for it. It's going to Genesee now. I'm not taking it to Wayne County Fair. I'm taking it to Genesee County Fair. And we got a Crown Vic bumper, guys, so it's going to be some serious shit. We'll get to that, though. So let's get downstairs, check out that hood, and tell me what you guys think of this sled. I love it, personally. I think it's really cool. I really wanted, he had a Polaris 340, 1976 Polaris Colt. I wanted that so bad, but it was so rotted, guys, that just wasn't going to happen. I was more rotted than I thought it was, because I was just going to get it anyways, but it was bad. But tell me what you think. Tell me if it's going to be a good dragster, if you think. I think it will be. We just need to put some new parts in her, and not new parts, but clean some stuff out, for sure. But let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Let's go downstairs right now and start working on that hood, get it prepped for paint. Here she is. This is the hood. She's definitely seen some better days. Sorry about the noise up there. They'll be quiet in a little bit probably, but this is gonna be the racing hood. It's all black, which is a nice color, I guess, but it doesn't suit me. It's not Destruction Production. It's not J15, so we're definitely gonna have to slap a J15 here, and we're gonna have to slap a J15 right here. But I want to make this look good, and I want to make it look trashy. I want to respect this sled, and I want this sled to respect me, if that makes any sense. I know this is a machine, but if you give it respect, it should give you respect. So definitely gonna be cool. So what we gotta take out is this. I'd like to take this out somehow. It looks like they fastened it in. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna get this out, but I gotta get this out and put it on the other one out there. And then we're gonna take this stuff, which is almost like a chicken wire. It's almost like a grill material, and we're gonna put that here, and we're gonna put it here, and we should be able to use the factory holes here for that, so that way I don't have to drill anything. And on race day or a week before a race, I'll take the old hood off, put this hood on, and the light and stuff disconnects and everything like that. I'll make sure I keep the wiring out of the way, and then for when it comes race day, I will tape the wiring onto the hood, so that way it doesn't get burned up or anything like that. Got to take this Polaris thing, we're going to put that on the other one up there. I got a windshield for it, so we're going to put the windshield on the one up there as well. And that's going to be the show hood for when we take it to shows. I've got to find a way to polish that hood up, make it a little bit more presentable. But right now, I'm going to put you guys on the tripod. We're in my basement right now, and we're gonna just start sanding at this thing. Get it ready. Sand on it. Sand this all up, and then might put a primer on it. Maybe, I'm not too sure. And then we're gonna put orange all around the whole hood, and then after orange, we're gonna put blue spikes here. And it should be very glossy, just as glossy as this hood. So, let's get started, guys. Sanded it up a little bit, but I noticed that it was really starting to scratch up this hood, and I don't want to scratch it. I just want to get this black stuff off. But to be honest with you, I think that's not going to happen without scratching it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just put some alcohol on it. I put a lot of alcohol on this thing. Wipe it down. That's what I did. Wiped it all down. Got it really nice and clean. I'm going to let it kind of unfumigate because I put way too much alcohol on this thing. And I'm going to put some Goo Gone on it, and then it'll be all clean. Then I can prime it, and then I can paint it. Another thing I'm going to do on the time-lapse thing, I'm going to take my Polaris thing off today, and then I'm going to cut this today, and I'm going to put that on there today as well. Maybe I might do that last. I'm not too sure. I might do that last because I might just cut it out and get it fitted today, and then we'll paint it, and then we'll paint this black, because I don't want anything weird going on with that. So just stay tuned, guys, and let's get right back at it. Best I can, but other than like stuff like this, I'm not gonna keep sanding. I got the metal grill in. It looks pretty good. Gotta paint that black as soon as I can. And I got the Polaris thing off. That was easy. That was just 2 little screws right here. I just unscrewed these. I'll clean this up, put some Goo Gone on it. I gotta put some Goo Gone on this shell too, itself. But this will clean up really nice, for sure. And this is, as soon as this is all cleaned up, it's gonna go on the hood that's on the actual thing right now. But as of right now, I'm gonna end this build for part 1. Next time you see this hood, we're gonna be priming it, and we're going to paint it. That's next time. And we're going to get this hooked in with some self-tappers, I think, or something like that. And then this hood's done. And then once the hood is done, we are probably going to go work on the sled. We might bounce around a little bit. We might go back out there for part 2. We might go back out and do the sled. Or part 2 might be finishing the hood. We don't really know what part 2 is going to be. But this is part 1. Let me know what you think. Where I should race it. I know there's some places in Hilton that race. There's some places in... oh, goodness. There's a place up in the Adirondacks area that they race in, but this thing's still pretty dusty, still pretty dirty, and I just poured alcohol on it, and it's still dirty, so it's definitely going to need some Goo Gone, some shine on her. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe. It's a little bit different than the normal Demolition Derby stuff I do, but here we go. Instead of mini stocks, I guess we're going to be doing snowmobiles. So that should be fun, and it should teach me a lot about these 2 cycles and stuff like that, and small engines in general. Even 4 strokes, I still have a problem with. So it's live and learn, man. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.